So now I was convinced. I'd talked to so many people, like Sarah and Emily, who'd had severe mental health issues during or after a Gwenka retreat. So many people who said intense meditation had caused them serious harm. But why? And how? What was happening to these people? Was there a clinical reason people were coming out of these retreats so broken? Were the people I interviewed always prone to mental health issues? Was meditation just the catalyst that unleashed these problems? Or did meditation cause them?
Hi, Willoughby. How are you?
Hi. Good.
I tracked down Willoughby-Britton, who is widely considered one of the global experts on meditation-related difficulties. Willoughby is the founder of a non-profit organisation linked to Brown University that's been offering support to people experiencing meditation-related challenges for over a decade. It's called Cheetah House. Her organisation has around 150 appointments every month to provide advice to people in crisis. Willoughby really knows this subject inside out, starting with her own personal experience.
I got into it, for myself to manage my own stress, anxiety, and trauma.
Meditation helped Willoughby at first, and she became a kind of meditation evangelist. But she began to experience something that can happen to committed meditators, something called dissociation.
Things like having your body dissolve, not feeling like you exist, feeling like you're floating or like located somewhere else other than behind your eyes, having kind of hyper empathy, like you don't have a lot of boundaries in terms of other people's emotions.
After her own personal experience with intense meditation, Willoughby decided to study meditation and what it does to people. Willoughby told me I should think about meditation as a form of cortical arousal, something that stimulates the brain, almost like a drug.
So if you think about other drugs that people take to enhance their attention or their alertness, like coffee, amphetamines, cocaine, Ritalin, those are all stimulants. And they have a sweet spot that if you take them, you have better concentration, you can focus, you're more awake. But if you take too much, then you start to have anxiety, panic, and insomnia. And probably, in some cases, psychosis if you take enough.
This sounds a lot like an overdose.
Obviously, the dose is a big deal. So the higher the dose, the more likely you're going to see difficulties.
From their research, Willoughby and her team have found that people respond to meditation differently. For example, they found that meditation can sometimes help with sleep, at first. But when people start meditating for more than 30 minutes a day, it can have the opposite effect.
And so it can be very confusing for people, especially when for a long time meditation was relaxing or calming or helped their minds. When they start to develop anxiety, they often start meditating more in order to calm down more. And then, of course, it gets worse. And so they get more anxiety, so they meditate more.
Willoughby is describing what Sarah told me about. Essentially, an addiction cycle. You begin meditating to help your mental state. And the process of meditating allows you to feel as though you are helping your mental well-being. So you meditate more. But the meditation, in part, is what starts causing new issues. As the problem grows, so does the amount of meditation. It starts to spiral. The cure becomes the sickness. Willoughby sees it all the time. Most of the people that Willoughby sees are having issues from intense doses of meditation. But some people, she says, have a reaction from the smallest dose of meditation.
We're also seeing problems from people who are only doing daily practice, like at home, less than an hour a day. So we also see that. We also see problems from app use.
She's talking about apps like Headspace and Calm.
So it's important to say that if you're doing a low dose, that doesn't mean that that's 100% safe.
Willoughby's research findings are not universally popular. In some corners of the meditation community, she's despised.
Oh, yes. I've received over 1,000 emails from people who have all sorts of things to say about me, about my research, about how I'm wrong, how I'm terrible, how I'm evil. I've been called a false prophet. I've been threatened with lawsuits. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it all.
But Willoughby's not deterred. She believes in her research. And she does have a particular concern about intensive meditation retreats, especially those that don't tailor their programs to suit individual needs.